Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast, I Like It Raw. My name is Mikala Leinani. If this is your first time to my podcast, with I Like It Raw, I just talk about anything that's raw, taboo, and real. I get into topics that a lot of people aren't comfortable with. I just be talking that real motherfucking shit. So I would love to welcome y'all. And if you guys are watching me on YouTube, hey y'all can see me. I'm over here looking like a little goddess in the green. I got my heart chakra popping, so I got the green in the back. So we're just really about to get into it because a lot of this does touch my heart, So every topic that I talk about really does touch my heart. So I just really want to go ahead and get into what I want to get into today because I have had some encounters recently involving the elders, the older generation, the old people, if you will, the granddaddies and grandmamas, you know what I'm saying? And it really does bother me because the elderly or the elders are so fucking stuck in a mindset that has no place here. So let's just talk about the multiple misconceptions that come with, being older, being a grandparent, and what they like to think should be the way of life for them now. Let's just go ahead and get into it. So one of the first things I've really been noticing, or I've always noticed, is with grandparents, they think that they can talk to you any type of way. And when you're younger, it's easier for them to get away with that type of stuff because it comes to a respect level, supposedly. But a lot of older people think that they can just say any fucking thing they want to and not have the repercussions of the fucking words that they're spewing, the bullshit that they might be spewing to you. And they kind of expect you to just sit back and just take that. Bitch, you talking crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you are older does not give you any fucking right to disrespect somebody that is younger than you. Somebody that you want to call maybe a fucking child in your eyes because you feel like your age on this plane garners you automatic respect. That shit is not the fucking case. And I don't understand how you old people, because I don't know if there's old people watching, but how the fuck do you guys think that because you guys been here on this plane for 60, 70, 80 years, how do you think that garners you automatic respect from anybody that walks past you? It doesn't. Like, especially if you're not giving out that respect, if you are not giving off a good energy, because hell, a lot of people can assess people without even having to speak. I'm not going to say a lot of people, but people can assess how people are before they even fucking speak. I'm one of those people. So when I come across energy that I'm like, ah, shit, this person about to be on some bullshit, it's usually always 100% correct. Y'all really have that misconstrued. Like, if somebody, even stands up for themselves against an older person, they want to automatically consider that being disrespectful. No, I'm just not here to take your bullshit. Like, I don't condone that type of violence. Okay? I don't condone those type of words spoken to me. I don't condone any of that bullshit. So I've been in so many cases where older people will come up to me talking to me crazy and saying what they feel like they can say because they feel like, oh, now that I'm older, I can just say whatever the fuck I want. That is not the case, boo-boo. Like, get that together. That is not the fucking case. And when I stand up for myself, people look at me, oh my God, you're so fucking disrespectful. What? How am I disrespectful for standing up for something I didn't like? How am I disrespectful for standing up against your disrespect towards me? But of course, they never want to call it disrespect. They want to say, I'm just trying to help, or I'm just letting you know. Like, no, boo-boo. Like, I'm just letting you know. Huh? What about that? You come off talking from the side of your neck, and then I, rebuttal your fucking statement to whatever you fucking said to me. I rebuttal that bullshit. And now it's disrespect. And you was just telling me, oh, well, I'm just saying. And now it's me just saying, oh, well, I'm just saying. So this goes past, just their interactions with people. But let's get into their personal mentalities and what I've actually noticed. And it's sad to say because I hear it. And my grandmother, my mom, she's not a grandmother. Like, I'm her only child, and I ain't having kids no time soon. A girl just turned 20 motherfucking 5 on this plane, and I'm just enjoying my motherfucking life. So, no kids, no nothing. But I've heard from her. Now, my mom, she's, I think she's 51. She's 51 years old, and I am in tune with my health, in tune with my spirituality, and in tune with these different type of things. But I see my mom's, health not on the pinnacle that it should be. She could be super healthy, like she could be doing so much. And I even talked to her about, I'll go work out with you in the gym. Like, I'll train you. Because I want my mother and my grandmother to be here for as long as possible, and to be here to walk me down the aisle if I ever choose to get married. Side note, I really don't know if I will get married, but if the opportunity presents itself, if the man presents itself and he got that nice ass ring and I vibe with him, then maybe. But I want my family to be there for all these things. And I will talk to my mom about, like, okay, you can do this workout. We can do this. She's like, oh, I'm too old for that. Oh, you're not supposed to work out like that. You're not supposed to do high intensity workouts when you get older because you can really hurt yourself and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Why, y'all? Why is it always an excuse? Like, it really hurts me because you should want to make your life last longer, or you should want to take care of this vessel so you can last longer on this plane and enjoy the time that you have with the physical realm. Don't you? Don't you want that? You'll hear so many people talk about, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I could do this. And it's obviously a lot of the older generation saying these things. Why don't you feel like you still can? Your age has nothing to do with any of that. Your age is just the amount of time you spent in this vessel. Do you know that without this vessel, you still survive? Without this vessel, your years or your time goes on, but time is not even fucking real. So, I don't even want to get all the way into that topic, but y'all do not understand. Like, this shit, you should want to be able to experience everything at the highest capability that you can. And Lord forbid, it's something that's actually hindering you, like you've been in an accident, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? But as older people, you should want to be able to take care of your vessel now, and definitely now, so you can enjoy your life. Because a lot of older people, what did they do? They worked, because they were also trained that if I work, or if I go to school and I go to work, I'll basically be set for life. So you got people that's working for 40, 50, and 60 fucking years and can't wait to retire, but when they retire, they don't do shit. What were your plans? This is now your time to actually go enjoy life, to do everything that you wanted to fucking do when you didn't have the opportunity to, because one, you were working, or two, you just couldn't at the time. But now this is the time. So why waste this time? To me, that just doesn't make sense, because you just really hear so many older people like, oh, I wish I would have did this. I wish I could do this. You still can. Okay? And even within that, like, it really bothers me that when older people get old, as they don't want to take care of their bodies or this vessel that they're in, they expect other people to do it for them. Look now, me being young, I'm here to obviously fulfill my purpose. I'm also here to help and fulfill my purpose, but I'm not here to take care of anybody besides my child. And once they hit the right age, 18, whatever, then my job as a parent becomes a friend. Honestly, obviously, I want my child to be able to talk to me about anything. And when I get older, I don't want my child feeling like I'm going to burden them. Like, oh, now I'm going to have to take care of my mama and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have to take care of my family. No, my child should just be worried about enjoying their life. Because her mother and his mother took care of herself and still does and doesn't expect to be catered to. I don't expect my children to come see me 5,000 times out the year and cook for me so I can eat healthy and all this shit. No, I'm not expecting any of that. And honestly, y'all know how personal I get. I care about my grandmother so much. I love her. I live with her actually. And the thing is, she eats such bad food. And it really bothers me because I continuously tell her, I'm like, grandmother, you need to, or granny, I don't say grandmother, who the fuck? Look, I say granny, like, you need to eat healthier. You need to cut out this meat. You need to stop eating this sugar like this. She's like, yeah, I know. But then next thing you know, she come in the fucking door with some Popeyes. Like, bro, do you care about yourself enough? And then when it comes to me, if I am cooking at home, obviously I'm going to make enough for both of us, but you can't just be sitting here waiting on me to get your shit together. Like, I don't want to feel that burden on myself to know that, oh, well, she ain't going to change how she's doing things unless I do everything for her to be able to do it. Like, that's a lot of pressure on somebody. Nobody should want to put that much pressure on anyone. Like, we're all here to live and do for ourselves. And no matter how old you get, I still believe that that is fucking true. You should not be expecting your grandchildren, your children, your cousins, your auntie. You should not be expecting people to just cater to you because you're older. Why? You talk about when you get older, you get all these ailments. No, that's not the case, you guys. They have you preconditioned to think that the older that you get, the weaker your body becomes, the weaker your mind becomes, the weaker your immune system becomes. The only reason a lot of this shit happens the way it does, and it seems like they're giving you facts, but when you're eating all of this dairy, this meat, all these pollutants, they've been smoking cigarettes for fucking 50 years, drinking every day for 30 years, what the fuck do you expect to come out of that? Okay? You're going to get the shit end of the stick if you are continuing down the same path that you had when you were younger. And even me being 25 now, I'm cognizant of what I need to do, because I don't want to end up later down the line talking about, well, now I'm feeling this. Now they say I got diabetes. Hell no. First off, don't be claiming any of these diseases or any of these ailments that they say that you have. My grandmother kept going on talking about, oh, well, you might have arthritis. I said, Granny, I don't do that. Hell no. I don't put labels on things and label them to be mine, because that's not me. No, I don't. Said, well, it's hereditary. No, it's not hereditary. What's hereditary is the mindset that is. I mean, even the mindset shouldn't even be fucking hereditary, right? But it seems like the mindset is hereditary because y'all all had the same thoughts, eating the same type of shit, doing the same type of mundane and all the same shit. Why wouldn't you get the same result? If y'all all eating fried chicken, fried fish, a whole bunch of starch and dairy and all this shit, smoking and drinking, why would you not expect to get diabetes or expect to get this, that, and the third? You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same exact thing that your ancestors did to get the fucking shit. Now, you got the fucking shit. But That's where, the mentality comes in. I'm 25. I'm the first one in my family to go vegan. Give up meat. Give up dairy. And I try to persuade my family to do the same. But I made a post on Instagram the other day of some vegan dish that I made. And I honestly just be coming up with all my vegan food, y'all. I don't look up recipes. I don't do none of that. I literally just put vegetables together, use some quinoa as a base. And, if I want some fake meat, some fake meat, I'll add that bitch in there. But the fake meat is made out of wheat, not soy. Be leery of that, y'all. But, I'll make these dishes and stuff, and voila, it's not that motherfucking hard. I haven't ate fast food in eons, baby. Like, it's all a mindset. So for me to be the first one to make these changes in my family, and my family still tell me that the shit is difficult. No, your mindset is where the difficulty lies. Being vegan is easy. But your mindset is where the difficulty lies. And I hope you guys are hearing me when I say this to you. It's always going to be the mindset that gives you the most difficulties. Your mindset is what makes things look like it's hard or it's impossible when it's always possible. Along with that, there's always possibilities for you to change something and do something new. And moving into my next thing, why do old people always think that they can't go back to school? Why they can't learn something or try something new? Oh, I don't want to waste all this time and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do this. Like, me and my mom get into it, y'all. Because my mom is a brilliant woman. You hear me say this countless times on my podcast, wherever the fuck. Well, she's a brilliant woman. But, there's things that she says, if I was younger, I would have done this, but you're still alive. You know what I'm saying? You're still using this physical vessel. You know what I'm saying? So why not still do it now? Especially when you have more opportunity to do it now. You have more time. So as you guys get older, as we get older, but as they get older, just understand, y'all can always learn something fucking new. You guys can always go back. There's never a time where it's too late until you are 6 feet under. And then you can't even come back. You know what I'm saying? You could choose to come back. If you need to, you will come back. But, there's so many opportunities in this lifetime that y'all have. And as elders, a lot of y'all are wasting those opportunities. For what? Just to say, oh, I wish I did. I wish I could. When you can. With the older generation being so stuck in a mindset that things needed to be done in a certain way, that they couldn't do things past a certain age. It even comes down to us, because obviously this is all generational, you guys. They got this mindset from their parents, and their parents' parents, and their parents' parents. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to us, as I don't know what generation I am, but 1996, nigga, 1990s, okay? When it comes down to us, the older generation would try and sway us in a way that would not align with all of us, because they were taught to do that. So what I'm talking about is like forcing people to go to school, forcing you to obviously go to school, go to college, and get a good job. Because that's what they were used to. Back in the day, it might have been like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak. I wasn't back then. But for obviously the grandmothers and grandfathers that could attest, a lot of them would go to school. Then they would go get a nice factory job. A lot of them stayed in their factory jobs. So like Ford, GM, Chrysler, worked there for, 40, 50, 60 motherfucking years. Shit, I know some people that still work there because they've got such seniority in there and they make so much money for not doing shit now. So I don't knock the hustle, but as a grandparent and as a parent, you guys cannot be pushing your children to do things that they are uncomfortable with. to do things that don't align with them. School does not align for everybody. And you do not need school to be fucking successful. You do not need a typical job to be fucking successful. And I hope you guys can see that now with how many beautiful black men and women are successful and entrepreneurs at the age of 19, 18. I mean, even younger. And what did they do? They followed their true selves. They followed their true path. They did what they wanted to do instead of listening to you. And that's where a lot of us, as you know, the 1990 generation and younger, get fucked up, because we'll take up on so much debt for school because our parents are trying to force you to go into something when you come out of school, when you come out of high school, nigga, I really still don't know what the fuck I want to do. Can I have some time? I mean, there's going to be some people that really still, like, that really do know what they want. But a lot of us coming out of high school don't even know what the fuck we want to do. We kind of just want peace of mind. Can I have some peace of mind? Like, I've been in school for fucking 17, 18 years of my life. Can I take a break and breathe and then figure out what the fuck I want to do? And not accrue all this debt that is unnecessary, because a lot of these people that go into school, including the older generation, you elderly grandmothers and you older mothers and fathers and shit, y'all even went to school and y'all come out of school still saying, I didn't use a degree that I had. Why the fuck are you guys pressing your children and grandchildren to go in and make that same dumbass mistake? That shit doesn't make any sense. Grandparents and parents like to try and give you all the advice to steer you away from doing stupid shit, but they won't steer you away from the biggest mistake that you can make in your life that will cost you the most. And that is literally rushing into something that you might not want to do. So that shit makes me sick, because it's like, do y'all not understand? There's so much more to life, and there's so much more to earning your place in life, earning the monetary value, earning the money that you need. There's so many other avenues and ways to do that. And it does not have to be off of a typical job or school, or you out here slinging your pussy around, because I feel like a lot of grandparents will think that too. Like, no, that has nothing to do with the sort. Like, and if I wanted to sling my pussy, fuck, it's my life, mind your business, bitch. Shit. All I want the older generation to do is really just stop being fucking naive, y'all. Y'all like to talk about how the younger generation is so naive and they don't pay attention and they don't know what they're doing. But y'all are naive because you guys can't adapt. Y'all cannot adapt. Like, that's ridiculous. Y'all cannot change with the times. Y'all get so stuck in a mindset of the fucking 80s and the 70s, and that shit is long gone. The times have changed, boo. Like, you know this, so why are you acting slow? Like, I'm gonna just tell y'all a quick story, because I wanted to blow this old lady shit in. Like, with respect, but whatever. Yesterday, I was actually working at an event. It was a wedding, and it was some old lady that came up to me. I was wearing a short green dress. It was a big, oversized, like, hoodie sweater dress, but it was pretty short. So I had on shorts under, because when I raised my arms, that bitch lifted. So, you know, I'm just sitting here. The shorts stopped in the middle of my thighs when I'm sitting down. And so I'm just sitting like a normal person, like a normal person would. I would show y'all. I mean, I can here. Just like this. I'm sitting like that, y'all. And if y'all are just listening to me on, you know, one of the major platforms, I'm sitting like a regular person, knees bent at a 90-degree angle, legs aren't super open or anything. It's a basic sitting posture. But I'm sitting like that, listening to something on my phone or reading something on my phone. And my spidey senses are just on fucking point. And some old woman gets up. I'm like, God damn, please don't walk over here. Please don't walk over here. She brings her ass on over here. I'm like, ah, shit, of course. And so she's like, yeah, I know you got on shorts on under that dress, but you letting men just see all up in there for free. Bitch, who? First off, who are you? Who are you to be coming up talking about what I'm wearing? If I even give a, like, who are you to come talking to me about what I'm wearing and how I'm sitting and what people can see? Now, this could have been something that she was trying to do out the goodness of her heart, but I give no fucks. I really don't. Do not come over here talking to me about, well, your dress is short. You know, people could see up in your dress. Nobody could see shit. You just had something you wanted to fucking say. So I said to this old woman, I said, ma'am, I don't condone what you're talking to me about. So you can go sit back down, but thanks. And she's just over there, and then she does a little wink. I said, no, bitch. Like, who are you to come to me talking about what I have on and what people could see? Like, and it really just blew me because she said, you're letting these men see your goodies for free. Y'all can't see my pussy, bro. And for free? Like, she gives off old thought from back in the day type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? From what the fuck she said to me. But this is what I'm talking about. When older people think that they can just come up talking to you fucking crazy and not get any repercussions from what the fuck they say. Because I don't give a fuck. I will let your motherfucking old ass know. Yo old ass is not going to talk to me any type of way. And if you want to call me disrespectful, then so motherfucking be it. But y'all better get y'all shit in line before I put you in your place. That is it. So, like, to just summarize all of this, of what the fuck I just rambled on about for a good 25 minutes or so. Your age does not define, nor does it garner you automatic respect. Understand that. I don't give a shit if you're 88. I don't give a shit if you're 55. I don't give a motherfucking fuck if you're 24. I will give you the respect that you're giving me. And if you're not giving me that respect, oh, trust me, I can match that energy. I'm a lot more polite with mine. But if you want to come over here talking shit, just believe I can be a bigger asshole than you. And stop, as the older generation, stop thinking that your time is up to do something. Because it's not. First off, like I said, time is non-existent. Take care of yourself. Enjoy and revitalize this vessel so you can enjoy everything you want to do. You can travel. You can work out. You can do anything that you want to do in this world as long as you take care of your vessel. Know that your time is limitless. There's no such thing. Just enjoy and be here. And I know it was actually preconditioned for the older generation to think that once they hit like 50, I don't even like hearing people say old. Oh, I'm old. Like, oh, I'm getting old. Like, no, I don't even like hearing that shit. Like, oh, I'm more experienced is what I want to go by. But don't allow your generational trauma to have you thinking that what was happening is fact or what they said is fact. Your age does not define a thing. The time of experience on this plane does not define a thing. Just live your lives, y'all. Enjoy. Be in bliss. With this retirement that y'all have, actually go enjoy that shit and take care of yourself properly so you can enjoy it to the fullest extent of your capabilities. I know it's hard to break out of a preconditioned mindset that y'all have lived in for 60 plus years, 50 plus years. I know it's hard to break out of that, but you can do it. It's not impossible. Don't let your previous generations make you think that things are impossible, because everything is possible as long as you really do put your mind to it. I mean, y'all used to like to say that to your children back in the day. As long as you put your mind to anything, you can be anything you want. Follow those practice what you preach. Practice what the fuck you preach. But I'm going to go ahead and cap this episode off right here, y'all. I'm so grateful that y'all came to listen and watch this episode of I Like It Raw. Make sure you guys share this episode with anybody and everybody you know. You can follow me on my Instagram as well at Mikala Leinani, MIKALALEINANI. Follow the podcast Instagram at I Like It Raw Podcast, and my skating Instagram at MKSkates with 2 Z's, no S, bitch. And just make sure you guys stay tuned for the next episode. And if you are on YouTube, drop a like, subscribe, comment. Tell me how y'all feel about this topic. But other than that, I am done with this episode. I am so blessed for y'all coming to watch and listen this episode of I Like It Raw. And until next time, make sure y'all stay high, strapped up, and safe. And I will talk to y'all soon.